What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a new video. We got
oh my god,
the boys. We got the boys back in.
What's going on, man? Hey man,
welcome back to the channel, boys. So today we're doing a restoration. Not a restoration, but we're gonna wrap it. We're gonna wrap the car. It's gonna be a huge transformation. So this will be more of a how-to video, but also like a transformation video as well. I kind of just want to show you guys how we do it, how it gets done. So let's go ahead and get started. We got where's the wrap? Where's the wrap?
Dude, guys,
we gotta check out the wrap.
Okay, so they don't know the color, right?
They don't know the color. I haven't said anything.
We gotta get some scissors.
We gotta get some scissors, but let me just show you guys the car first. So this is what it looks like. All the bumpers are off. Taillights. This is how you're supposed to do it. You're supposed to take off. Yeah, you're supposed to take everything off. So we got all the trim pieces off. We got like all the lights are off. So headlights are off, bumper, grills, emblems, mirrors, side mirrors. Pretty much everything is off the car at this point. Side skirts, we haven't taken those off.
But it's held on by adhesive.
Yeah.
And to put it back on, it's like it's never gonna fit the same.
It's never gonna fit.
I don't wanna ruin that.
It pretty much has like 3M on it, and then we also took off the emblems. So make sure you guys do that. Now that we got car all set up, pretty much you just disassemble it. Now we're gonna go get into the wrap. Oh, I see it.
Oh, this brings back memories, Jonathan. You see what different rolls there is?
Holy crap.
So I got this, guys, on, I pretty much got it discounted. And basically this would be about $400, but I got it discounted because these are like returns.
These are returns?
These are returns. So like this is like leftover 5x3 feet.
Wow.
Good enough for a door. This was like leftover for like a quarter panel, 5x6. So
what? That's so random.
yeah, so like it has a bunch of like returns, and they basically put them all together and they sold it. They made money, you know.
Yeah.
But they sold this for half of what it originally cost. And I got a lot. Actually, no. Technically, this would be about 500. I got it for about 220.
220. Wow, that's a great deal for wrap.
5x60. This is good enough for like an SUV.
That's a lot of wrap. This will be plenty for this car, especially since we don't have the top part. It's a convertible.
I'm expecting to use 5x40 on, to be honest with you.
Probably less. If we don't mess up, it'll be like 5x35 probably for the whole car. I honestly think, because we also don't have to do the roof. So if we had to do the roof, well, normally we do the roof different color anyway, but like we don't have these pillars. We don't have to mess with the pillars or anything, so that's good. But yeah, let's go ahead and get started. Show you guys how to do it, and then see the transformation.
I'm digging it. Let's just go ahead.
Let's get started. Let's get started, boys. Are you recording? Yeah. Nor's recording his video. His is gonna be like a pure transformation. We're gonna show you guys how to do it though on this channel. So stay tuned. Stay tuned. So guys, right now we're using water just to wipe it off. We actually already sanded. Nora already sanded this hood.
4.5
hours just to sand the hood.
Look how much layers this thing has.
Well, it had 4 different paint jobs.
Black, green, white, and then Bondo on. I mean, plastic dip on top of all that.
Plastic dip. Yeah, it was a nightmare. So he already sanded it. And right now we're just wiping it down with water, and then we're gonna use alcohol. So when you use alcohol on these body panels, it actually helps the wrap stick better. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do one panel at a time. So we're gonna do the hood, then we're gonna do like the fender, then like the bumper. You guys kind of get the idea, hopefully. This is what we're using, rubbing alcohol. Right now they're drying off the water, and then we're gonna put this on. All right guys, so this is what it should look like after you use the alcohol. Catches all the dirt, that's what we want. We don't want any dirt underneath the wrap.
Why not?
We don't want any dirt, because otherwise the wrap won't stick. Scrub the whole thing, the whole hood down with rubbing alcohol. Now we got the wrap on. We're just making sure it fits. We put it on top first to see, and then we take off the actual sticky part until we know it actually is enough. Because otherwise, if you take off this, the what's it called? Like the paper piece underneath where it's sticky, and you try to test fit it, then it's just gonna be all bad. So you want to test it first, and then take off the piece. So like I said, guys, we test fit it first, and then we take off the paper piece so that we don't mess up the wrap.
All right, ready?
Yeah. You have enough space in this?
I'm good. You good?
Yeah.
All right, cool. You good?
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. So guys, we start from the center first. You got to get those squeegees that normally those kits come with. So if you don't have one, you should probably go buy one first. So once you get the squeegees, essentially you start from the middle, you start working your way around. Because if you start from the side, you're gonna just have problems. Trust me, you're gonna have problems. So start from the middle. So these are the things you need. These have been used because we've wrapped hundreds of cars now. It seems like.
You should probably replace this every time you wrap a car.
You probably should.
We're so cheap.
I mean, they're not really that expensive, but
how much do they go for?
Like $10 for 3.
So you'll spend like so much stuff on your car, but
I can't spend the $10 to be honest with you. Like it hurts, you know.
So the reason why you start in the middle is because if you do get like a crinkle, like we already took it out because we had to pull up the wrap to get it out. But if you start on the sides and you're like already done with all the rest, it could just be a huge pain. So that's why we start from the middle. If it happens again, we'll go ahead and show you that. But for now, we're just gonna get to work. So guys, right over here, there was like a huge like little, what is it, a wrinkle? Like a hard line. It's like a hard line. What we had to do is we had to like lift up the wrap to undo it, and then we have to heat it up with a heat gun. If you don't have a heat gun, you can use a hairdryer. A hairdryer works. Most people have hair dryers, so you could use that as well. But this is why you want to take your time with these so you don't get those hard crinkles. You can't see it on camera, but there is a tiny like little heart. Oh, maybe right there. You can kind of see it.
It's always gonna be there, but you're not gonna notice it.
Yeah, you're not gonna notice it.
Only the people that did the job know.
Yeah, pretty much only if you did it, you're gonna know it's there, but other people won't notice. This is why you wanna take your time. You don't wanna have to constantly keep taking up the wrap, redoing it. So a good way of doing it also is you can have the wrap like lifted up like this, and then you can just go back and forth while it's up, and it makes the process a little bit faster. You still gotta be careful though, but it's better than just leaving it down. Like let's say we leave it down like this, and if I go down, it's a higher chance of getting bubbles and then a higher chance of getting like the wrinkles. When I do it, I normally try to keep it up. Heat it up a little bit.
What's the heat gun good for?
It's good for getting like the wrinkles out and then also helping the wrap stick better.
Yeah, once you're done with the whole hood, you wanna heat the whole hood just so everything sticks down properly.
All right guys, so we got the whole hood done. Pretty much a good little tip is to use a lot of heat for these kind of things. This is like specifically an E36 thing, E46, not like E90s or anything, or any other car for the most part. Pretty much you just want to put a bunch of heat back here and then tuck it in. We got the whole hood done, so now we're gonna move on to the fenders. Alright guys, so another tip that I can give you guys is when you guys are heating up, don't get too close to the actual wrap. Get kind of far away, not too far, maybe like 6 inches away when you're heating it up. You don't want to get too close. You could burn through the actual wrap. And if you're too far away, then you won't actually heat up the wrap at all. So you want to find like a good distance to really make it stick, and don't burn yourselves. Also don't burn yourselves, but pretty much you just want to get enough heat, not too close. This wrap, the company is called HOWTO, and so it's like a thicker wrap, so it's less likely to actually get
it's
like
good for beginners, honestly.
It's really good for beginners. It's thick, it's hard to mess up, really. I mean, when I say mess up, I mean burn holes through it, cut it, like stretch it too thin to where it rips. So it's really good for beginners. This is also the only company that had this color, so that's why we did this one. Normally we would do like 3M or Avery Dennison wrap. Those are the best ones. They're also way more expensive, and sometimes they don't have the colors that you want. Tiffany only came with HOWTO, Tiffany blue. We're gonna continue wrapping the whole car. I think we're gonna go ahead and do the other fender real quick. Also guys, real quick, the reason why we did it like this is because there's a trim piece going right here, and it was just easier to have 2 separate pieces, especially since one's gonna be covered up anyway. So that's why we did that. Not every car is gonna have this. This E36 just so happens to be like that. So we're kind of fortunate that it just makes it our jobs a little bit easier for the doors and the side of the car. But we're gonna go ahead and do this fender now. So let's go ahead and put it up on a time lapse again. All right, guys, so we got most of it done now. I say most, but we still got the whole other side. We still got to do the door, the quarter panel, and the trunk, and then the front bumpers and rear bumpers. So realistically, we got probably like 40% done, maybe actually probably more like 33% done. I just wanted to show you guys some little tips. So another thing is when you're pulling it, sometimes you are gonna have to pull, stretch it a little bit. So we actually did stretch it a tiny bit. You probably won't be able to catch it, but when you do that, you just want to give a little bit of heat, nothing crazy. If you give too much heat when you're stretching, it could rip apart, and you don't want that to happen. So that's just another quick little tip. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this style of video of us wrapping it. A little time lapse, a little montagey, a little bit of tips and tricks kind of thing. The rest of us wrapping the car will be on Nor's channel, so definitely go check out his channel. This video is more in depth than his was. His was more of just time lapse. This was more of kind of showing you guys how to do it, and a little bit of tips and tricks at the same time. I'll go ahead and show you guys what the car looks like as of now. This took us about 3 hours to do, 3 hours for the hood, the fenders, and then the door, and then this quarter panel. So honestly, not that bad. And it came out really good. The right here, we kind of had to stretch it. That's the only flaw. This wrap was actually great quality, especially for the price we got it. We got it really cheap because it was like they had extra. There's like no flaws on the hood, none on the fenders. The only real flaws are on the actual quarter panel where we had to stretch it. We left this here because the trim piece goes right here. Just wanted to give you guys this little tip video on how to wrap your car. So if you guys do want to wrap your car, you guys know how easy it is. This was so easy for us. We like flew through it. Obviously, we still have a lot more to do. We just didn't have enough time today. But anyway, guys, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Make sure to check me out on Instagram. Make sure you guys comment, like, subscribe. It really helps out my channel. And don't forget to stay safe, stay happy, and stay in that BMW. I'll catch you guys later.